Here we are at the polo fields with Jake and Coco, and you will notice Jake is wearing a long line behind him. He's also wearing a gentle leader or a halty over his muzzle, which is very convenient for handling dogs who are a little reactive and fearful. You will notice from the get-go Jake's attention is off, so we have to redirect him. We are constantly being walked around by horses and other dogs. There are people using lawn equipment, so this is a very distracting environment. It is a large area of space too, which is the reason for him using the long line. He is doing well with recall, but it is not 100%. So we will continuously see Jake on this video look off to the screen. I want you to pay attention to his body language most of the time, how he is much more focused on other people walking by than the other dog in the movie Coco is, because of her calmness. We're able to get better behaviors out of him, but he is very uncomfortable in situations, and this video will detail a lot of his body language. Doesn't mean he's not able to go out and work in this environment, but just be aware that when he does, he is subject to ignore, to not be precise, to not perform as well as he does at home because of the stimulus in the environment. Camera adjustment, I do apologize. New camera. When a dog breaks from that stay, I'll tell him no, grab that leash, come right back down, put him back into spot. Jake has a tendency to try and roll and play around. When he does, I back up and I get away. I try to offer a treat to him, but he continues with that behavior. I do not acknowledge it, and I go away. It's a cute behavior, but it is not something I've asked for, so I will redirect by having Coco do a recall and run off, and then we'll bring Jake again and reset. Tossing treats when they get to me. A little break from the stay that we were working. You will hear me working the clicker with them. We'll run off, backpedaling away, creating the drive to actually want to chase you, so you do have a better chance of getting recall with them. And again, being with a calm dog like Coco, Jake is much more able to focus on the tasks that we are asking him to do. If he were with another dog, such as Jessie, who is reactive, it would be much more difficult to get his behaviors to not be as reactive. Working on a stay. Now again, this is a pretty high distracting environment, so I am asking a lot of both of these dogs. If Jake breaks, I will say grab him right underneath his halty, lead him directly back over to where he was. We'll pull up to get him to sit back down. Do not repeat my sit command. I already asked him to sit and stay. And I'll tell him to stay again and walk off. Again, when he breaks, take him right back, place him where he was, sit and stay. Got a nice lay down out of it, I'll reward that. Toss those treats away so they understand this day is done. Toss in the opposite direction, get them running again, just to break the monotony of actually working on stays. Again, you'll notice Jake paying much more attention to what's going on off screen than what we're actually doing. And really, it just takes a little bit of patience and understanding that that is what you're battling when you have a fearful dog. Skipping, backing away, running, backpedaling, all ways of getting his attention on a recall. While we are filming this video, we are consistently being passed by people who are walking their dogs off leash, are walking horses. Again, there's lawn equipment, there's quite a bit going on around us, but we are at a far enough distance where it is not, I would say the closest person is probably 40 to 50 feet, maybe even further away, because if they are so close, it is much more enticing for the dog to want to run over and check out what's going on. Plus, you have to make yourself much more interesting than the other things in the environment, and running around, chasing them, doing touch, doing some rewards, that sort of stuff helps it. Again, you'll see here with the down, he starts to do his little rolling thing, and I will immediately just back away from it. I'll ignore it until I get a good regular just watch behavior out of him like this, and then we'll pay him for it. Asking for touches, he doesn't engage, so I'll take the other dog, Coco, start working her, and again he'll want to get more engaged. If he doesn't want to engage, fine, he doesn't have to. I have something he wants. If he doesn't want it, you'll see me step on the leash briefly. He decides to return and get paid for it. So again, no real goal other than to desensitize him and get him to work on things and skills that we have already developed in the facility and start to apply those elsewhere. It is very difficult to take what is learned in a controlled environment and then apply it in an environment like this. So expectations are very low, and they should stay low. All I want is for him to hang out, do some downstays, and not run up to other dogs, not charge off, not growl, and not bark at them.
Lots of runners, young dogs who have been passing us. This is the end result. What happens when you work them? Jake, come.
And then we'll end our session with a little playing around and running off.
Very nice. Come on, guys. Let's go into the middle of the field.